Hi, I continue on the lesson here. So here the question is very interesting because I have boundaries from 0 to 3 and I have u here. Okay, so first of all, I want to do it step by step. So first of all, I forget 0 and 3. And then I say, okay, so I have integral 2x minus 5 power 3 dx. I know if I have x power 3 dx, it's x power 4 divided by 4. But I don't have x power 3. I have something else power 3. So I take that as u. And I told you, u should be under radical or inside the bracket. But u is not all of them together. No, it will be very hard. So u is not 2x minus 5 power 3. No, that will be hard. So u should be something that I can find du easily. Du is 2 dx, and then I can solve for dx, du divided by 2. And I don't have something very complicated. Okay, then I go back and here I do equal integral u power 3. I don't put dx, otherwise it doesn't work because I have u power 3, so I need du. So I have du divided by 2, which is 1 over 2 u power 3 du, which is 1 over 2 u power 4 divided by 4 plus c. Okay, I don't need c here. Okay, so it is u power 4 divided by 8. Okay, but many times I see a student, they make mistake. They see, okay, from 0 to 3, and they do 3 power 4 divided by 8 minus 0 power 4 divided by 8. And then they say the answer is blah, blah. This is wrong. Why? Because you are not here to answer me, so I have to answer the question on my own. So because x is from 0 to 3, not you. Okay, so when I was a student, my teachers, they used to say I have to change the boundaries. For example, I say x is 0, what is u? So u is 2 times 0 minus 5, which is minus 5. X is 3, u is 2 times 3 minus 5, which is 1. Okay, and then I say from minus 5 to 1. Okay, I don't recommend, this will be hard. No, I recommend you keep 0 and 3, but you have to go back to x. Don't use u. Okay, so you have to say from here, you have to say equal. Okay, what is u? 2x minus 5 power 4 divided by 8. And then you say from 0 to 3, and then it will be easy. Then you get 2 times 3 minus 5 power 4 divided by 8 minus 2 times 0 minus 5 power 4 divided by 8. The first one is 1 power 4 divided by 8, which is here, The second one is minus 5 power 4 divided by 8, which is here. Okay, see, I didn't bother myself to change. If x is that, what is u? If x is that, what is u? I don't do that, but eventually I have it. Okay, so first of all, forget 0 and 3, then you go to the integral. For the integral, you need to get u, you have to find the u, you have to find the x, substitute, find the answer. But at the end, when you reach to this part, go back to x. See, you go back here, and then you use the boundary from 0 to 3. And then the answer is 1 over 8 minus, I think it's 625. So, yes, it's 625. Minus 625 divided by 8, which is minus 624 divided by 8. Yes, which is minus 78. Okay? Perfect. Okay, so you have to go back. So how about here? So here you even don't have u. No, you don't have. So you have to first find the, so forget this, and you just find the answer. So what is integral of x squared divided by 2 minus x this plus this? This is very easy. Okay, so it is x power 3 divided by 6 minus x power minus 3 plus 1 minus 2 divided by minus 2, I'm sorry, plus ln x. Ln, I have to say absolute value. I told you yesterday, okay? Absolute value is, mathematically that is correct. Okay, because I have to make sure that's positive. Okay, so especially here that I have boundaries. Okay, so x power, but because ln is not defined for negative, so of course they don't give you a negative number, but still I use absolute value just in order to be correct in math. Okay, so it's x power 3 divided by 6 minus, so plus 1 over 2 x squared plus ln absolute value x from 1 to 3. Okay, you don't need c, from 1 to 3, so you have to substitute. It's 27 divided by 6 plus 1 over 18 plus ln 3 minus 1 over 6 minus 1 over 2 minus ln over 1. Sorry, minus ln 1. This is 0. Okay, ln 1. This one and this one is 26 over 6. This one and this one is 1 over 18 minus 9 over 18. Am I right here? So 1 over 18. Yes, I can do one by one. So it is 1 over 18. Yes, so I do that and that. So here, so I can just cross them, and then 1 over 18 minus 1 over 2 plus ln 3 is the answer, and then I can find the answer. So it says 4 significant digits. It's 3 significant digits. Okay, so I use my calculator. 26 divided by 6 plus bracket 1 over 18 minus half plus ln 3. Okay, which is 4.987, and I underline that, check that, it is almost 4.99. Okay, easy. So questions like this, they are very, very important. Okay, so questions like this can be very tricky and hard in the final exam. First, you have to forget 0 and 3. Second, you have to go to u, find the integral, just the same as all u type question. Okay, but then you have to go back to x, substitute 2x minus 5 for u, and then do the boundaries from 0 to 3, because 0 and 3 are related to x, not to u. No, 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 no. When x is 0, u is minus 5, and when x is 3, u is 1. Okay, but I don't recommend you do this part. When I was a student, we have to do this. We have to change the boundary. I don't want you to do that, because the more calculation, the more chance of mistake. Okay, so go back to x, because you know that, for that part you have practice in Wiley Plus. You have many questions. Go back to that and then use the boundary. Okay, so we are done by the by topic 32. So now I go to topic 33. Topic 33 gives you the area. I told you we find the derivative because slope of tangent line, and we find the integral because of area under the curve. So when I have area under the curve, when I have the integral from somewhere to somewhere, please, where is it? Okay, so when I have integral from, please, oh my god, okay, when I have integral from a to b, okay, I find the integral, then I do, so I substitute b, then I substitute a, I find minus, but this is area under the curve. So if I have the curve of fx, for example, if this is fx, and this is a, and this is b, when I find the integral, it gives me this part. It gives me area under the curve from a to b. For which function? For function fx. Lowercase f. Okay, so in this case, now I learn what is the use for boundaries. So I use derivative for a slope of tangent line, and I use integral for the area under the curve. But when I have the boundaries, I have the area under the curve. Okay, so look at this. See, it says find the area which is bounded between this and x equals 0 and x equal 10 and x-axis. Means this is y equal 2x. For all of them, I added the picture. Y equal 2x. This is x equal 0. This is x equal 0. This is x equal 10. This is x equal 10. And this is the x-axis. Okay, this is x-axis. Okay, so I am looking for this area, which is limited to this graph and this line and this line and this point, okay, which is x equals 0. Okay, so I am looking for this area, this part. Okay, how do I find it? I told you here I can do by integral. So the answer is integral from where to where? From this to this. Remember, always from small to large. From 0 to 10, 2x dx. This is the answer. So it's equal x squared divided by, so no, just x squared because I have 2x. So it's 2x squared divided by 2 from 0 to 10, which is x squared from 0 to 10, which is 100 minus 0. So it is 100 unit squared because it's area. Area is 2 dimensions, so I need unit squared. What's the reason I don't say centimeter squared or meter squared? Because I don't have it in the question. In the question just gave me 0 to 10. It has to give me 0 centimeter to 10 centimeter. Okay? So when I find integral with boundaries, I am finding the area under the curve. So how about this one? See, for all of them I added the picture to make it easier. So find area under the curve. So this is the curve x squared plus 3 y equal that, and this is from -5 to 5. Okay, so I am finding area of this part. Perfect. So I can find by integral. Okay, so the answer is from -5 to 5 x squared plus 3 dx. I just need to find the answer. Okay, so the answer is -5 to 5 x squared plus 3 dx, which is x cubed divided by 3 plus 3x from -5 to 5, right? Yeah. So it is, and because the function is positive, see, everything is just top of the x-axis. So it is positive. So I can say perfect. That's the answer. Because I can show you why when it is negative, I have to do something else. Okay. So look at this. This is also positive. It's above the x-axis because it's above the x-axis. This one as well. So I put 5. So it's 5 power 3 divided by 3 plus 15 minus -5 power 3 minus 15, which is 5 this plus this plus, so no, minus. So it's minus and minus. Okay, so which is 125. Am I right? 5 times 5 times 5. Yes, 125 divided by 3 plus 15 plus 125 divided by 3 plus 15. And as you can see, I have, this is symmetry. So this part equal this part. Okay, so this part is 125 divided by 3 plus 15. And this part is 125 divided by 3 plus 15. And I have to add them. Perfect. And I am doing. So it is 250 divided by 3, this one and this one, plus 30. Okay, which is 250 plus 90. Okay, which is 340 divided by 3. That's 113. So 1/3 unit squared. Why I say unit squared? Because again, I didn't say from this centimeter to this centimeter. So I cannot say centimeter squared. If I say meter squared, but I don't have that. So I say unit squared. And because this is the area. So based on the lesson here, if I find integral from A to B, I am finding area under the curve from A to B. Okay? Easy. How about this one? From 0 to 3. How about that? So what is the area under the curve? Okay, again the function is positive. Okay, so area under the curve, so it's just an integral. Okay, so I can show you what do I mean when it is not positive. So the answer is from 0 to 3, 9 minus x squared dx. Okay, I find the answer, which is 9x minus x cubed divided by 3 from 0 to 3. And then it is 27 minus 9 minus 0, which is 18. 18 unit squared. Okay? 18 unit squared. So perfect. Okay, what happens if I have negative function? See, when it is this, for example, this, and I have, instead of there, I have top, instead of that, for example, I have function like this. And then I say from here to here, from here to here. Okay, what happened? Okay, I do the same thing. I do the same thing from A to B, and then, so it's from A to B, fx dx, the same thing. But my answer will be negative because my function is negative. It's under the x-axis. Y's are negative. So when it is negative, when I want to write my sentence, I should say the area is positive. So for example, if the answer is minus 10, for example, I say area under the curve limited to this line, limited to this line, limited to this function, limited to x-axis, the part which is limited to all of those, which is limited to x equal a, x equal b, and the function and x-axis, it is positive. So I say 10 unit squared because area must be positive. So if I find negative, yes, that's fine because my function is negative. The answer will be negative. That's okay. But that's answer of integral. What is the area? The area is always positive. So you should say the area is always positive. Okay? What is area between two curves? Okay, now I can say between two curves. So for example, between this and this. So what do I mean? So here I want the area, look at this question. Find the area which is bounded to this function. The function is here. Yes, because it's plus 3. So start from that. Okay, and this function is here. And this line. And this line. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this red part. How do I find the answer? What do you think? Okay, see, if I say integral, if this is f, and if this is gx, if I say integral fx from 0 to 3, then what happened? Okay, it gives me this part, everything. But I don't want everything. I want just the red part. So I have to say this minus from 0 to 3 gx dx, because I have to take this part out because I said between these two functions. So I want just the red part. So I have to say fx minus gx. That's why. Okay? See, here I don't want under fx. I want between f and g. So I do f minus g because I don't want that part. I do not want this part. This part must come out. Okay? I just want a red part. So I can find the green part, which is from top to bottom, and then minus the black part. Okay? And I can find the answer. The answer is the red one. Okay, so I can write it with its own color. So here I can do 0 to 3 fx, which is everything, minus 0 to 3 gx. Okay? And then it gives me the red part. Then it gives me the red part because I do everything which is the green one from here to here, all of them, minus this part, okay? Then it gives me the red part. So that's why when I say bounded between two functions, I have to do f minus g. Okay, so how about here then? Oh, both of them positive. Perfect. So no problem. So it is, so if I don't give you the graph, so if I give you the graph, you can look at the graph and say, oh, perfect, that's positive. So if I don't give it to you, so you have to make sure if the function is positive or not. So that will be hard. So maybe I give you the pictures. Maybe you can consider this is positive. You can find the answer. But if this is negative, if the answer is negative, you don't need to be worried about. Just change the answer to positive. See here, I told you if I find, for example, for this one, when I find the answer, for sure will be negative because the function is negative. Perfect. But when I want to write the sentence, I have to say area is 10. Area is 10 units squared. Done. Okay? So, you don't need to be worried about because you know area must be positive. So, if you have the picture, you can see. If you don't have the picture, you can find the answer, and just for the answer of the area, you have to use positive to show me that you know area must be positive. I cannot say I have a land, the area is 100 meter minus 100 meters squared. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so what is the answer here? So the answer here is integral from 0 to 3 x squared plus 3 minus 3x minus x squared dx, which is 0 to 3 x squared plus 3 minus 3x plus x squared dx. Okay, which is 0 to 3, oops, am I right? X squared plus 3 minus plus. Yes. So this and this, 2x squared, this and this, and this and this. So minus 3x plus 3 dx. Okay, which is 2 over 3x cubed minus 3 over 2x squared plus 3x from 0 to 3, which is 2 over 327 minus 3 over 2 times 9 plus 9. Find the answer. Okay, so it is 27 divided by 3, which is 9. So it's 18 minus 1.5 times 9. Yes. So minus 13.5 plus 9, which is, yes, which is, let me see. Yes, which is 13.5 unit squared area. Okay, so when I have between two functions, I need to do f minus g. Then you ask, how do I know which one minus which one? Here I can look at the picture and I can say, oh, I know f is up and g is down, so I do f minus g. But if I don't have the picture, what should I do? Should I say, how can I say? How can I say this is first and this is next? How can I say this minus this and not the other one minus the other one? How? So I tell you the answer. Find the answer any way you want. So f minus g or g minus f. If the answer is positive, you didn't make a mistake. If the answer is negative, it should be opposite. But you don't need to change. When you want to write the sentence, you have to write the area is the positive one. See here, if instead of this, I start with this. Instead of f minus g, I do g minus f because I don't see the picture. I don't know which one minus which one. I don't know which one is up. I don't know which one is more. I don't know which one is larger. Here f is larger because f is up. Okay, so I don't know. Then I find the answer negative. Okay, doesn't matter. When I write the sentence, I have to write this, the area under the limited to this curve, under these two curves, between these two curves, and this line and that line is 13.5 unit squared. That's it. Must be just write the positive because area is positive. I cannot, it doesn't make any sense that I say I have a land and the area of the land is minus 100 unit squared. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, so when I give you a function here, you can just find the answer, integral from somewhere to somewhere. If it's negative, just in the sentence write positive, in the answer write positive. And if I give you two functions, again, you don't know f minus g or g minus f, doesn't matter. Find one of them. If it's positive, you didn't make mistake. If it's negative, just write positive as answer because I'm looking for area. I'm not looking for the integral, I'm looking for area. How about this? Okay, as you can see, this one is here, this one is here. I have the picture. From where to where? From this to this. From this, oops, to this means this. Oh, okay, perfect. A little part goes to negative. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I can say it is from 1 to 4. Why? Because I see here from 1 to 4 radical x minus 3 dx. But you tell me, oh, you see the picture, but how about you don't see the picture? How do you know this first and this next? I told you, you can do this first and this next, but the answer will be negative. Doesn't matter. When I want to write the sentence, I just write positive. That's it. Okay, so here it is integral radical x minus x plus 3 dx. Okay, which is x power 3 over 2, 2 over 3, yes, minus x squared divided by 2, 3x from 1 to 4. Now you find the answer. 2 over 3 radical 64 minus 16 over 2 plus 12 minus 2 over 3 minus 1 over 2, oops, plus 3, which is 2 over 3 times 8 minus 8 plus 12 minus 2 over 3 plus 1 over 2 minus 3, and find the answer. So it is 16. So this one and this one together, it's 16 divided by 3 minus 2. So it's 14 divided by 3, this and this. Then minus 8 plus 12 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. So plus 3 over 2, which is 3 over 2. So all of this here. So 12 minus 8 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 plus half, 1.5. Okay, so it's here. And then I can say 28 plus 9 divided by 6, which is, let me see, yeah, 37 divided by 6. Okay, so that's positive, so I didn't make any mistake. And I can see that, so 37 over 37 divided by 6. Okay, so this is unit squared. But let's say you don't see which one comes first. This one here, I have this one up and this one down. See, this is up and this is down. So I am sure radical x comes first because must be positive. Okay, but doesn't matter. When I don't know, I write one of them. If the answer is negative, in the box, for example, for final exam, in the box that you have to write what is area, make sure to write positive because area must be positive. It doesn't make any sense to have negative. Okay, so here I stop and I can continue after in another video. Thank you so much for your attention. If you find any mistake, let me know. It's possible that I make mistake. You are not here to correct me, and I feel I'm talking to the wall, and it's so funny that I'm just teaching this way. I can't believe that this happened to us. Okay, thank you so much, and I just continue to finish the lesson.